Hi everyone. Today I just want to do a really quick lesson on what you do when the variable is in the denominator. So I've got a sample question of -16 over a equals 4. And usually the question is what's bothering the variable, but as the algebra gets more complicated, we sort of have to do a couple things maybe ahead of that. You know, we add steps at each stage of the game. The question here, one of the things that you always want to do is get rid of the denominator. So how can we get rid of the denominator here? Well, the a's in the denominator, and if it was a over 2 equals 10, for example, you would multiply this side by 2, cancel it out, you'd multiply this side by 2. Okay, we're going to do the same process. We want to get rid of what's in the denominator, so we're going to multiply that side by the denominator. It just happens to be a variable this time. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then what we have is -16 equals 4a. So we've moved the a's on the other side now, but it's still equivalent, right? We did the same thing to both sides. So now we're going to, oops, wrong pen. Now we're going to divide by, well, sorry. So now we're to what's bothering the variable. So what's bothering the variable is this 4, so we're going to divide that side by 4 to get rid of it. We're going to divide the other side by 4, and we're going to end up with a equals -4. Okay? Okay, now I want to do an example with a two-step question. Okay, so the example I want to use is, this is actually a difficult one, and I'm doing that intentionally. So I've got whoops, what was that? Okay, my -4 minus 15 over v equals -7. All right, so the first thing I still want to do is get rid of, I want to do the loosest connection first. So I want to get rid of this -4 first of all. So I'm going to add 4 to this side, and I'll add 4 to this side. Those cancel. And then I have negative. Now I'm going to float my negative up because I don't like the negatives in line with the divide line. They blur in. Students don't notice them. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to float it up. So I've got -15 over v equals -3. And then this looks just like the one from the last example where I'm going to multiply this by v, and I'm going to multiply this by v. And then what I have, oh, the v's cancel. And I have -15 equals -3v. And then I'll divide this side by -3, divide this side by -3, the -3's cancel, and I'm left with 5 equals v. Okay?